Shuttle system. Glycolytic pathways are the primary source for NADH formation. Now the NADH, which is produced in glycolytic pathway, transfers its electron to the electron transport chain. Okay, in glycolytic pathway there is formation of NADH, and then this NADH transfers its electrons to the electron transport chain. But this NADH cannot cross the inner mitochondrial membrane. And this is the reason why two different shuttle systems exist which help in transfer of electrons from NADH to the electron transport chain. The electron transport chain exists in the mitochondrial matrix at the inner mitochondrial membrane. NADH is produced in the cytosol. Okay, glycolysis occurs in cytosol, and NADH cannot cross the inner mitochondrial membrane. So how the electrons will be reached to the electron transport chain? Well, for that there are two different shuttle systems which help the transfer of electrons from NADH to the electron transport chain. Now this malate aspartate shuttle is the principal mechanism for the movement of NADH from cytoplasm into the mitochondrial matrix. Okay, with the help of this malate aspartate shuttle, the NADH goes from cytoplasm into the mitochondrial matrix. Electrons are carried in the mitochondrial matrix in the form of malate. Okay, in the form of malate, the electrons are carried into the mitochondrial matrix. Now this cytoplasmic malate dehydrogenase is that enzyme which reduces oxaloacetate, and the reduction of oxaloacetate results in the formation of malate, and simultaneously there is oxidation of NADH into NAD+. Okay. Cytoplasmic malate dehydrogenase causes reduction of oxaloacetate into malate, simultaneously oxidation of NADH into NAD+. After the formation of malate then enters the mitochondrial matrix, and in the mitochondrial matrix, this malate is subjected to a reverse reaction which is catalyzed by mitochondrial malate dehydrogenase. And when this mitochondrial malate dehydrogenase causes the reverse reaction of malate, then this causes the regeneration of NADH. Okay, so NADH is regenerated from malate in the mitochondrial matrix, and this reaction is catalyzed by mitochondrial malate dehydrogenase. So this is how the malate aspartate shuttle system looks like. So in cytosol, oxaloacetate is converted into malate, and in this process NADH is oxidized to NAD+, and this malate gets reduced. So this malate is carrying your electron now. Then this malate enters into the matrix, okay, into the mitochondrial matrix, and when malate is converted back to oxaloacetate, in that reaction the electron which malate was carrying is accepted by NAD+, and it gets converted into NADH. Okay, there is a reduction of NAD+ in this conversion. After that, this oxaloacetate in the mitochondrial matrix is converted into aspartate. Aspartate comes back into the cytosol, and then this aspartate gets converted into oxaloacetate, which is ready to get reduced again into malate to carry electron from cytosol into the matrix. The second shuttle system for transporting the electron from the cytosol to matrix is glycerol 3-phosphate shuttle. Glycerol 3-phosphate shuttle. Now the electrons from NADH can enter the mitochondrial electron transport chain by being used to reduce the dihydroxyacetone phosphate into glycerol 3-phosphate. Okay, this is what is happening in glycerol 3-phosphate shuttle. The electrons reduces dihydroxyacetone phosphate into glycerol 3-phosphate, and that is how they enter from NADH into the mitochondrial electron transport chain. Now this glycerol 3-phosphate can be reoxidized by electron transfer to a FAD prosthetic group which is found in the membrane bound glycerol 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. Okay, there is a membrane bound glycerol 3-phosphate dehydrogenase that has a FAD prosthetic group. That FAD prosthetic group receives electron, and that is how this glycerol 3-phosphate is reoxidized. Now this FADH2 sequentially transfers the electrons from Q. It sequentially transfers electrons to Q from QH2, which allows electrons to enter the electron transport chain. Okay, from QH2 the electron goes to Q with the help of FADH2, and due to this the electrons can enter the electron transport chain. So this is how glycerol 3-phosphate shuttle looks like. Now this region here is your cytosol, and this region is the mitochondrial matrix. Now this NADH reduces this dihydroxyacetone phosphate into glycerol 3-phosphate, and this reaction is catalyzed by cytosolic glycerol 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. Now in the membrane of the mitochondria there is this mitochondrial glycerol 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. Okay, this enzyme has a prosthetic group FAD. So this enzyme then catalyzes the conversion of glycerol 3-phosphate into dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Okay, this glycerol 3-phosphate is oxidized by this thing into dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and the electron which is released is accepted by FAD and it gets converted into FADH2. And then from this FADH2 the electron goes into the mitochondrial matrix. It enters the electron transport chain which is occurring in the mitochondria. So this is how glycerol 3-phosphate shuttle works.